Take 5 for Compliance and Integrity. Topics you should know. Does any of your research, like fieldwork, take place outside of the country? Do you ever ship or take OSU equipment out of the U.S., including on international travel? Do you perform research with restrictions on what you can publish or share about your research results, or that limits participation or access based on citizenship?
Has a third party given you information or items that are export controlled, confidential, or that you are restricted from sharing? Have you decided to treat your own information as confidential or proprietary?
Maybe your research involves encryption, space or military end use, or defense items or technical data, including chemical and biological weapons. If you answered yes to any of these questions, this video is for you. Your research may be subject to export controls.
The U.S. government actively regulates and sometimes restricts the export of certain information, items, and technologies to protect U.S. national security and to promote foreign policy objectives.
These regulations are commonly referred to as export controls and govern the transfer of controlled information, items, or technologies to foreign persons and foreign countries.
Foreign persons are persons who are not U.S. citizens, are not permanent residents, and are not in the U.S. with certain asylum or refugee status.
In some cases, obtaining specific permission from the U.S. government in the form of an export license may be required prior to exporting, releasing, or transferring controlled information, items, or technologies to foreign persons or destinations.
The good news is that the vast majority of research conducted at U.S. universities is exempt from export controls under 3 exclusions provided for under the regulations. These exclusions are the Fundamental Research Exclusion, the Educational Information Exclusion, and the Public Information Exclusion.
First, the Fundamental Research Exclusion applies to basic or applied research where the resulting information is ordinarily published and shared broadly in the scientific community. For research to qualify as fundamental research, it must be intended to be published, and there can be no restrictions on publication, access, or dissemination. This exclusion only applies to information and technology. It does not cover any materials or hardware used in or developed by the research.
Next, the Educational Information Exclusion covers information that is released by instruction in catalog courses or associated teaching laboratories. Information concerning general scientific, mathematical, or engineering principles commonly taught in universities is also excluded from export controls.
Finally, the Public Information Exclusion covers any information that is already published or otherwise available in the public domain. Examples include publicly available technology and software, and information presented at conferences, meetings, or seminars open to the public.
Many normal everyday university activities may also be subject to export controls, including collaborating with foreign persons, hosting visits or providing tours of research facilities to foreign persons, sending or taking materials outside of the U.S., or traveling overseas on university business or with university equipment.
All of these activities present a higher risk from an export perspective if the interaction is with a restricted party or a comprehensively sanctioned country or region like Crimea, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Sudan, or Syria. Restricted parties are individuals or entities who have been officially designated by the U.S. government as acting contrary to U.S. interests.
So why does it matter? Non-compliance with export regulations can lead to substantial criminal and monetary penalties imposed on individuals and institutions. It can also lead to denial of export privileges and loss of federal funding.
Determining when or if export control regulations apply to your activity can be challenging.
The university's Office of Secure Research is here to help you navigate the regulations to ensure compliance with the law.
In summary, please contact us if you anticipate any of the following: shipping or taking OSU items out of the U.S., accepting publication restrictions or access restrictions on your research activity, receiving defense articles or technical data or other export-controlled technology, or collaborating with restricted parties or individuals located in or from a comprehensively sanctioned country or region.
Please contact us or visit the OSU Export Control website, both of which are available on the accompanying resource page for additional information, training materials, and other helpful links.
Raise questions, get answers. For questions or concerns about any ethics or compliance issue, please email compliance-integrity@osu.edu. Visit compliance.osu.edu for more information or to make an anonymous report.